Me, good. It's me cooking with Mark. Like I said, I'm gonna show you something today. I bought an Instapot. I'm gonna cook a meal. I don't know if it's gonna work. Never done it. Never tried it. Don't know what I'm doing. This is new to me. I have friends that use this thing and they love it, so I figured I'd buy one and try it. This is the 8-quart Instapot. I bought the non-stick liner. I already pressure tested it to make sure everything was cool. Like I said, don't know what I'm doing. If this sucks, we're going to be getting pizza, and we won't even be eating this. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some butter. I don't know, that's about half a stick of butter. I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to put the saute on, and I'm going to saute for about 3 minutes. So I'm going to push the saute button, push the plus button up to 3 minutes. As soon as it says on, that means it's ready to saute. Saute. Okay, it says on, so it's ready to saute. This is a whole onion. We're going to put a whole onion in here. You can pause between in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to saute this whole onion. This is a double batch of beef stroganoff. If he's doing a single batch, half an onion. This is a whole onion. Look down in there. So what we're doing is we're going to saute these onions until they're kind of soft. Okay, and after we do that, then we are going to put some meat in here. This meat. We're going to roll this meat around here. That's probably, I don't know, 3 pounds of meat. If you're going to do a single batch, 1.5 pounds. So while we're waiting for this to go ahead and start saute, we're going to go ahead. It calls for a lot of salt. I'm not going to use a lot of salt. It calls for real garlic. I'm not going to use real garlic. I'm going to use garlic powder or garlic salt. So what we'll do is we're going to sprinkle this some garlic salt on here. Instead of using just salt and then some garlic, we're going to use some garlic salt. I'm not big on the real heavy garlic flavor. So we'll sprinkle that some on there. Hopefully that's not too much. I'm not using any measurement. Just use your best judgment while you saute. Okay, if you look in here, you can see it's starting to saute. Okay, so once we get this done, cooked up, and sauteed, then we'll show you the next step. When you turn this on saute and you set your timer, whenever the timer's up, if you set it for 3 minutes, when it's done, it's just going to shut off. So the timer is actually timing right now. You just don't see that it's timing. It's timing behind the scenes as it sautés. But our onions here, they're about sauteed. How many times can I say that? So take a peek down in here. Can you see in there? Is it too dark? It's good. Okay. So we'll give them another. We'll wait until this thing turns itself off. Then we're going to go ahead and add the next ingredients. Once the amount of time that you set this on is reached, then it'll say off. So now we're going to go on to the next step. Our beef with our garlic salt. There's garlic powder, garlic salt. If you want to get all fancy, you can go ahead and use real garlic, okay? I'm more of a Walmart kind of guy when I saute, so I'm using garlic salt. We're going to move our onions to the side. We're going to put all this meat in here. Except don't put that in there. That's a no-no. You don't want that. I don't know if all my food's even going to fit in this thing, to be honest with you. So we're going to put the meat in here. We'll take the plastic out. Some more meat. Plastic out. So we put the meat in there. We're gonna stir that meat around. We're gonna saute the meat. I like meat. We're gonna saute it, and we're gonna set it on. We'll set it on 2 minutes. So all you do is put it on saute, put it on 2 minutes, and you just go ahead and brown the meat up a little bit. Okay, once you get the meat, you can see I got the meat sauteed, kind of brown. See how it's brown? I want you to, it doesn't have to be like completely cooked through. I just want you to get it brown, some brown on it. some brown, okay? Once you get some brown on it, then what we're going to do, this is flour, okay? So I want you to take this flour. If you're making a single batch, it's 2 tablespoons. The whole batch, you're going to use 4 tablespoons. And you're just going to sprinkle it over the meat, okay? Just like that. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, 2 for a single, 4 for a double. I want you to stir that around. As you can see, it's no longer in the saute mode, but I had it on saute high, so the pot's still hot enough. So I want you to stir your flour in good, all through your meat. Get your meat floured up. Okay, it'll kind of look like meat with Play-Doh on it. It's the best way to describe it. Okay, so we did our onions, we got our meat, 2 tablespoons of flour. This is soy sauce. That's why I didn't add a lot of salt. 2 tablespoons for a full, 4 tablespoons for a double. For a normal, or 4 for a double. So 2 tablespoons for a single. Pour that in. This is beef broth. Take the beef broth. This is 4 cups. I'm going to use a total of 6 cups. So we're going to pour this in. So I need 2 more cups of this beef broth. I'm not going to show you the brand. If you want to know, then they're going to have to pay me money. You're going to have to pay. Pay. Okay, just like in the movies, you pay if you want advertisement. So this beef broth, I'm going to use 2 more cups. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. You didn't see that. What kind it is, you didn't see it. 2 more cups. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's close enough. 2 more cups. Mushrooms. You want to use 3 cups of mushrooms per batch. Or if you don't like mushrooms, don't use mushrooms. You could use canned mushrooms if you want to speed it up. I'll put all these mushrooms in there. This is all going to cook down, I think. Like I said, this is the first time I ever used this thing. So let's hope it works. I don't even know if I'm going to have room for my noodles. You may never see this video. But we're going to put that in there. We're going to put the lid on. You'll know the lid is on right. You got your little condensation cup right here. You'll know your lid's on right because you'll hear a beeping noise. If you're hard of hearing or deaf, you won't maybe not hear that noise. If you're on a diet, just saute some lettuce. Saute lettuce. Did you hear a beep? Anyway, we're going to turn that. It makes a beeping noise. Listen. I don't know if you can hear that, but it makes a beeping noise. Then I want you to come to the front here, and I want you to put it on pressure cook. Okay, so you're going to put it on pressure cook, and you're going to set this to 10 minutes. Okay, we got it on high pressure for 10 minutes. Make sure your steam valve is to the rear. It says on. This thing's going to get hot. It's going to get, there's going to be, this top's going to be so hot you can't touch it. So if you have kids, little kids, keep them away from it. Keep it up. This steam is going to get really hot. Steam burns. Okay? It's not rocket science. Steam is hot. Steam's actually hotter than the water that it comes from. That's why it's steam. Okay? And so anyway, S word, steam and saute. But anyway, we set it for 10 minutes. It's on. We're going to let it go. When it's done, it'll just shut off and beep. Then we're going to throw some egg noodles in there. We're going to cook it another 5 minutes, high pressure, steam, high pressure. Okay, high pressure, steam, 5 minutes after we put the egg noodles in, and I'll show you that. Then we're going to throw some sour cream in there, just about as much as you like. If you like a lot of sour cream, use a lot. Little, use a little. Okay, so we'll see you in 10 minutes. Hey, it's me. It's been 10 minutes. It's been cooking for 10 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to release the steam. You can let the steam release manual or by itself. I'm going to do it manually. So I'm going to put this dish rag, clean dish rag over here because I don't know if any liquid's going to come out of here. See that little steam knob there? You're just going to kind of release steam knob. Keep your hand away from it because it's going to be hot. I got this dish towel here. I'm gonna let the steam off of this. Let it release the steam off. They said I put the dish rag over there in case it's gonna try to blow any hot liquids out of there. Oh look, I got a hole in my dish rag. But we're gonna release that steam off. Then we're gonna be able to take the lid off. Give me an idea what it looks like. The steam's coming off. It has a little catcher in the back that catches condensation. It has this little area right here that catches any juice that might come out. This steam is extremely hot. I kind of touched it a few times, messing with this little valve here. If you push this valve forward, the steam stops coming out. Push this way, you let it manually come out on its own. Push this red button, it'll come out really fast. This red button right here. But you have a chance of juice coming out of there, like kind of shooting out of there. Sorry if I held the camera funny. Once we get all the steam released out of there, we're going to open it up. We're going to put our egg noodles on there. I'll show you that. We're going to cook it another 5 minutes, and it's going to be done. We'll put the desired amount of sour cream. You know, I'd start out with like a half cup or so and stir it around. Taste it and see if you like it. After you put the sour cream in, you're not going to cook it any longer. It's ready to serve. So we'll take the lid off, put the egg noodles in, cook it high pressure, 5 more minutes. Let the steam come off. This might not even be your thing, but I'm into cooking. I like trying new stuff, different stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, the steam stopped coming out. We're going to get and take the lid off. We'll see what this looks like here. I want you to check it out. This actually looks like it's been cooking for hours. As if you had it in the crock pot for 6 hours, probably. The meat looks done and tender. So there we have that. What we're going to do is I forgot to put some pepper in there. I want you to put some pepper in, as much pepper as you like. Or if you don't like pepper, don't put any in. Or you can just omit the pepper. But we're going to go ahead and put some pepper in there. Then we're going to add the egg noodles. I got some bags of light and fluffy wide egg noodles. We're going to put these in. Okay, I put 2 whole bags of the light and fluffy egg noodles down in there. I'm just going to try to push them down without breaking them up. I'm going to try to get them down as close into the juice as I can. It's pretty good to me. We're going to put the lid back on. Put it in an angle. See the sides here? Then you slide it on. This is to the rear. This thing here is pushed to the rear. We're going to do pressure cook. So we're going to hit the pressure cook button. We're going to set the timer for 5 minutes. And we're just going to wait. What's going to happen, the timer sets for 5 minutes. It's going to switch over to, say, on. And as soon as it's hot enough, it's going to start pressure cooking. It's going to do a countdown from 5 to 0. Then we're going to go through the process of letting the steam out again. And it'll be done. We'll add the sour cream. It'll be ready to eat. We'll take a look at it here in 5 more minutes or so. When it's cooking, like I said, it says on. The timer will start here once it gets to the required temperature, whatever inside here that it knows it needs to be. You'll see a 5 minutes up here. It'll do a countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you'll let the steam come out on its own, or you'll flip this lever and help it come out faster. Just be careful. Like I said, it's hot. This part here is extremely hot. I mean, you don't want pets to get around it. You don't want kids to get around it. That is so hot I can barely keep my hand on there. Like I said, as you can see, I set it for 5 minutes. Once it reached the desired temperature, the 5-minute timer is on. That'll do a countdown, and then we'll add some sour cream and it'll be done. I took the steam finally stopped coming off. I was able to open it. You can't open it till it's done letting the steam out. It took about 12 minutes. It automatically goes into a keep warm mode. Keep warm. It's actually been keep warm for 14 minutes now. Like I said, it took 13 minutes for the steam to quit coming out. But you can see the finished product. I'm just going to throw some sour cream in here. And I took a bite of this already. Noodles are cooked. Beef's tender. It's almost like you cook this all day long. And I don't know, I had maybe 35, 40 minutes in it because it does take time for the pot to warm up itself. Now it goes into a warm mode. They actually make a clear lid for this. And it also has a timer delay start. So you could actually, saute your meat for chili, add some beans, add some whatever you put in your chili, peppers, onions, all that stuff. Put the beans in here. You can actually put the lid on here and put it on delay start, and it'll cook just like a crock pot. So there you have it, beef stroganoff. First time I've used this thing, first time I tried it, and I think it looks amazing. The noodles are done. I'm going to eat a noodle now. You can't see me eating a noodle, but I'm going to try one. Said I already ate one. Really good. Soft, tender. It's wonderful. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video. Turn the camera this way. I hope you liked my video. Cooking with Mark. Stick around. I'm going to cook some more stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Maybe you can see my hair. I don't know what part of me you can see. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. We're going to throw some sour cream in this, and it is done. Cook with Mark, Instapot. See you guys later.